My name is Armand Payne. I'm a veteran, served 5 years in the United States Marine Corps. I'm a fourth-year history major here at UCLA. My whole time is actually here in Los Angeles, California. When I got out of the military, I started community college at San Diego Community College, specifically Miramar. I did 3 years there, and then I transferred here directly to UCLA, where I'm completing up my history degree and also pre-med degree. I applied to all the UCs and CSUs. I got into all of them except Berkeley. I mean, it's all over the signs here at UCLA. UCLA is the #1 public university in the country. The education that you get here is second to none. Also, it makes it easier to get into professional schools, graduate schools, like med school, law school, things such as that nature. I didn't think I was gonna get into UCLA, even though I got pretty good grades in the community college level. Luckily, I got in, and I was very excited, very happy about it. I was not too optimistic because UCLA's acceptance letters go out way late. When I got in, my choice was already made. I suggest try it. The worst you can get is a no. The worst you can do is just do another year, get your GPA and your grades up so you can come here. It depends on what, of course, your major and your minor is and what you want to do, but you never know until you try. Growing up was a little bit problematic. I guess some people would say a lot of it. Growing up, my mother passed away from stage 4 breast cancer when I was 8. And then my father passed away on my 16th or 15th, going on 16th birthday of congestive heart disease or heart failure. I bounced around a little bit, ended up with my godmother, but it was a bit of a packed house, so I didn't want to be a burden to her anymore. So right out of high school, I joined the Marine Corps. 5 years in the Marine Corps, started off as an 8152 basic security guardsman, and then I was also a 0311 with 3rd Battalion, 4th Marine Regiment in 29 Palms, California. Yeah, I mean, life throws everything at you. You just got to be able to adapt and overcome. It's what the Marine Corps teaches. It's just not for the Marine Corps. I think it's about just life in general. You've got to adapt and you've got to overcome. I picked history because I love history. Something that's always stuck with me. It's been the easier thing for me. My dad always watched World War II documentaries, so I still do that today. I do want to do med school. So I have been doing my prereqs for med school. Chemistry, biology, but I am still getting my history degree. Just in case, pre-med doesn't work out, I can also fall back on something that I love. I love museums, I love teaching, so that can be something that I can do in the future. Growing up, I always took care of my mother when she was sick, the surgeries that she had. And when she passed away, my father got sick, so I took care of my father, made sure he took his medicine. So it always just stuck with me. I ended up going to some medical courses like tactical combat casualty care, combat lifesaver, co-weather mountain medicine in Bridgeport, California. They really just intrigued me. But luckily I work night shift. Shout out to all the night shifters out there. I work night shift. So I'll leave here around 6 or 7 when the traffic dies down on the 405. And then I'll work from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and work the weekends and then come back here and go to class like I did this morning. My knuckles actually say God hands. It's a nickname that I got at work a couple years ago I'm part of the code team in the ER. So my job is to just do CPR on people. Unfortunately, it was during COVID, so I got a lot of practice and I got really good at my craft. So far, I have, I believe, over 350 saves with CPR. They nicknamed me God Hands because I bring them back. So I just got it tattooed, so I see it during CPR now. Yeah. And hopefully the tradition carries on. It's definitely had an impact on my family, of course, I'm here. I have a 9-year-old boy, Philip, and then a 12-year-old girl, Layton. We just pretty much look forward to the weekends and the summers. We take advantage of every minute that we can, but I want them to see that their dad can do it. Even though he's faced adversity, he's still able to go to school and get good grades and achieve his dreams. That's all I want my kids to see is just, no matter what gets in the way of life, you got to keep pushing through, you got to keep going. I'm actually quite heavily involved around UCLA's campus. I'm involved in Melanated Medicine, which is a African-American pre-med club. Actually, we just taught a class last week to the kids in Linwood, Compton area. I'm also involved in playing a sport here. I play for UCLA rugby. I'm more than grateful for them to accept me with open arms. I've never played a day of rugby before this. I watched it when I was stationed in Australia, but didn't really understand it. And I come here and I play it on a collegiate level, which is something that's been a dream come true. I'm also involved in a program called Vets in STEM, or Veterans in STEM. Here with another veteran named Jason. We actually met at the gym. We're publishing paper and doing, lab research, which is pretty hard to get into as an undergrad. So I'm very thankful, and that's just another thing that can prove that veterans are a very tight-knit community here at UCLA. I think in the beginning, when you come here, you can be overwhelmed just because the quarter system is very fast-paced and you're worried about your grades. But in order to truly succeed, you gotta do good socially also. So reach out to different organizations that interest you or different clubs. You might get turned down from a couple, but don't let that get in the way. Like you said, we have the VRC here. We have plenty of friends, plenty of clubs, plenty of organizations. So just reach out to anybody and you'll get a finger point in the right direction. Just to make the most of it, you have a wealth of knowledge at the Veteran Resource Center. I'm pre-med. There's a lot of pre-med veterans out there. I didn't have a general direction of which way to do things, but I'm receiving MCAT help. I'm getting plenty of help through a lot of the veterans there. The counselors are great here. You can do it Zoom, you can go in office. For number one, I'd like to thank my kids. You know, I'm reminded when times are tough here that I'm away from my kids and I have to do this for them. I have to succeed or this would have been for nothing. I'd like to thank all the night shift crew at Paradise Valley Hospital that I work with. They keep me going. They've been a wealth of knowledge. The physicians there help me out a lot. The nurses teach me a lot. I'd like to thank the Veteran Resource Center for helping me through all my studies. My friends from, my roommates mostly from last year. This year has been a little bit iffy, but yeah, we'll see it.